Hello guys. Today we'll be taking on spotting entry, how to spot entry opportunities um, in Forex. So without much ado, let's get started. So today I'll just run through a few pairs looking for entry opportunities and at least give you a glimpse of what to look out for before we enter a trade. So let me start. I'll just start in no particular order, using the way the pairs are arranged here on my laptop. So the first pair I'm seeing here is GBP USD. So let's see if there are any entry opportunities. So first of all, before you even talk of looking for entry opportunities, be sure that I'm recording this on a Sunday, so the markets are actually closed for now. But normally you have to do your analysis on Sunday, or let's say within the week. But at least doing it on the weekends gives you an overview of what you should be expecting in the market for the week ahead. So I'm doing this from my own black chart. So pardon me. I might so let me just do it on the black charts. Maybe at the another episode I'll do it with the normal green and red chart. So today starting from GBPSD. You see that the market is actually on an uptrend, but the uptrend is about to be broken because the momentum is pushing downwards, but it has not reversed yet. So let me just clip out this the higher time frame trend line. Sorry, a lot of counter trends are actually in my. You can see that these two trend lines, we are giving you the bigger trend in the market. But if you drop down to the 4 hour, you'll be able to see that there are counter trends or mini trend lines inside of the major trend line. And you can see that this major trend line here, it's actually respecting the market is actually respecting the major trend line. As you can see, it touches the bottom, goes to the top, comes to the bottom, goes to the top. So it's actually um respecting it. So for this pair, I will not really do anything yet. I'll be looking for I'll be looking for a situation where the market is actually going to break this other mini counter trend, and then we can look for opportunities to the upside. But the opportunity we are looking for will probably be the markets. Let's say the markets going here, going there, coming to this place. You understand? Then going to the top. So these are the kind of opportunities we're looking for. Remember, this is actually a resistance. So if I'm taking any position here, I'll be looking for I hope this is yeah. I'll be looking for is what they call it. I'll be looking for is oh sorry. I need to delete one of it. So I'll be looking for a situation where I'll place my stop loss somewhere here. I'm not too used to this stuff, sorry. Yeah. I'll be placing my entry will be around here with my stop loss just slightly below the this trend line. And this will be giving us a risk to reward of 3.46. At least this should be our TP1. So if I'm going for a bigger trade, I'll be looking at taking a second position. Not necessarily a second position. This will be our first take profit. And if this market continues, we might expect, sorry, we might expect a slight pullback and then a bigger move to this point. So this is like our TP1, and then this will be like our TP2. So this is what I'm expecting. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if I enter here, this is what I'm expecting for this is what I'll be expecting for GBP USD. So I'll be waiting for the market to come up to this position before I enter any trade. But I'm still bullish bias. But if the market actually breaks here, I'll still not be interested because if it's breaking directly to a support, and it's not really there's no good rationale, there's no good reward for you to be entering this market from this position. So that's just my outlook for GBP USD. So I'll be moving to GBP JPY. Now for GBP JPY, remember what I told you guys, you have to be looking at the overall trend line. So sometimes you can even come from the monthly, there's nothing wrong. You can see that the market is, oh sorry, I've not gone out of this stuff. Sorry guys, let me delete this. So you can see that the market is actually approaching a very solid, a key resistance from our previous analysis on the monthly. So this is a key resistance stemming off of this candle reversal here and even extending all the way to this point, which is 1999. Sorry guys, I'm not subscribing now. But we can actually, the market is still bullish. So looking at, the trend lines will never be perfect. So let me just drop down to the weekly. So if I drop down to the weekly for JBP JPY, I'll be seeing that I can see that the market is actually at the top of the first of the, it's at the top of the trend line. But I am seeing that there is a lot of there are a lot of buying pressure here, hence this weak rejection. This is a very odd market formation, which for trading, I think is advisable we don't get into this kind of market because it doesn't conform with the price action criteria that we look for before entering a trade. So I'm just dropping down to the daily, like see what I was telling you. There's a big bullish candle at the top of the trend line out of nowhere. So this is supposed to be a resistance point because this is supposed to be a resistance point because the upper trend line forms an upper limit for our trade. So around here we should be expecting sales. But looking at the way the market has behaved around this position, I'm thinking that this pair, that's the JBP JPY, might want to move to this point before dropping down to this place, and then we can look for buy opportunities from this point. But I'm thinking, market is a game of probabilities. If you want to take a risky sell here, you can actually short the market from, let's say, but I really don't think you should be forcing the trade. I'll rather, okay, you can take a risky sell like this. You can take a risky sell back to this point, but I really don't think it's going to be worth it. But it could actually play out. Then looking at this other one, there's another potential where if the market actually moves to this position, which is this other top here. Sorry guys, just a minute. I have to take my call. So sorry, I'm back. So basically, if the market gets to this position, take um we can actually take a sell, a short from here because it has actually overshot our trend line. So it's not I think the market will drop, but it will drop in a very fast way because as you can see, this is our upper channel. So we're expecting sales here, but for now, the market is not giving us the entry criteria for sales. So we could actually be patient and wait for the market to get to the top. Then we can target these big falls here. So looking at it, this from the daily, looking at it from the 4 hour time frame, we could see that, yeah, we're waiting for the market to get to here, or we can actually take a more risky shot from here. Like if the market pushes up to somewhere here on this level, we can actually take a shot down here. So remember that you don't expect the market to magically break past zones of support or resistance. So it's best you take a profit around here, or you can trail your markets. You can trail your position down and watch out the profit. Like this 10 is to the ratio here is 10.24. That means risk to reward is 10. It's really is a long one, so we can keep that in mind. So for GBP AUD, let's see if there are opportunities for us. Now looking at the Remember, you have to go to the higher time frame for you to understand what is actually happening. But I'm thinking this market is actually at a very strong key level. which is this 1.92. It's already, it has already overshot, done this whole market manipulation stuff. So I think we should be expecting short. But however, I will not be entering into this market. Reason being that it's actually in a kind of consolidation phase. It's not giving any clear, it's not giving any clear movement direction. Let's see if we drop down to the 4 hour. So actually we can take a risky sell here. Why I say risky is that we are approaching the we've approached a key resistance level, and it appears to be that the market is respecting. Sorry, let me show you what I mean, guys. It appears to be that the market is actually respecting the, let's see, let's go in and create a trend line. Trend lines are very important, guys. I think the market actually respects trend line more than support and resistance. So as you can see, if you want a perfect entry, I would actually wait for the market to move up to this 1.9125 level. That's about 40, 45 or 46 pips away. And then I'll be expecting, although I'm seeing a very bearish candle here, so you could actually enter, but I think it's a bit premature. I would want to wait for the market to get to this upper limit of the downward trend line, or we can actually do a counter trend line break. So we can actually wait for the trend, this other trend line downwards to be broken before we look for sales. So yeah, so I'll actually wait for this market to touch this place, get to this point, and then do whatever it needs to do, grab liquidity, then come back down. So if I'm to enter this kind of trade, I think this is a short. Yeah, it's a short. So give me a second, guys. So we are looking at basically taking this trade from here to here as a take profit one. If you have a lucky day, the market might actually break down. Let's see on the H4, the market might actually break down and continue to this lower part of the downward trend line. So if we even go back to the weekly time frame, you can see that sorry guys, let me start from the daily. You can see that what we are looking for is this market coming back down here to this key support level, and if it breaks below here, then we'll be targeting these other lows here. You understand? We can always trail our positions with the stop loss that we move. So you necessarily don't need to be in the trade all day long waiting. So you keep securing your profits as your market move changes position. So that's what I'll do. But keep in mind that when you keep tight stop losses like this, you're actually in a very terrible position, and they might actually manipulate your market out. So your position, they might actually be manipulated. So I'll actually increase my stop loss to about 30 to 40 pips just to make room for manipulation and all that. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. Now, so let's say if I get very lucky, and if I get very lucky and I'm able to get a very good trading day, so I'll be targeting this other lower part of the trend line. So you keep in mind this is like the kind of um, like perfect day scenario that we're looking out for. Yeah, so that's just it. So that's for JP AUD. I think I'll stop on this fifth pair, but the analysis pattern is always the same. You really don't need to cram anything. You just have to look at the charts and what they're telling you and decide if you really want to take the position. And remember that setups will always come. You don't need to force any trade. You could always have setups. So if the market isn't giving you confluences or things that you expect, I think it's best to just leave the trade and look for other positions. Okay, so after this odd USD, I'll be analyzing one random pair down here and just giving you the thought process behind it. So now we can see that this other odd USD is approaching one of our key support levels. So what are we gonna do? Now this market is actually at a key level. We are expecting that okay, the market might actually reject here, come back and break this and continue, or we could have a double. We are looking for confluences, a double bottom back to this level, and then we look for longs. So what I'll do, I don't think I'll be getting into any trade for odd USD. I think is a bit sorry. Is a bit sorry. Let me delete this, guys. It's a bit premature to get in the trade here. Sorry, I'm trying. Why is this stuff? So it's a bit premature to get into this trade. Like I told you guys, it's very important to use your trend lines. I could actually make a mini trend line here, but I think it's not necessary. The trade is not yet ripe for any form of entry, so I'll just leave it alone for now and hope that we have. Okay, let me just play around with the let me just play around with a mini trend line and see what it gives to us and how we can um, make best use of this opportunity. Uh, I really don't like the setup. It doesn't give me any confluences. I'll probably wait for the double formation and then go back up. So I think that's how we analyze our pairs. That's how we analyze our pairs for entry, looking for entry positions. The next, let me just look for a random pair, and a lot of people like gold. So let me just see if there are opportunities on gold. But keep in mind, guys, gold is really volatile. It can do a lot of things. So as I'm already spotting a support is being met on gold, but it's not a very strong confirmation. As you can see, there's also a breakout here. So what I'll probably do for gold, this entry will be too far here to place your stop loss below for a buy. It will also be too far placing your stop loss for a sell. So there are actually no entries for gold for now. So I'll actually wait for the market to either go up here, retest somewhere here, and then I can look for sales, or or I'll wait for sorry guys, I'll wait for the markets to actually break this place and retest this and then continue downwards. So those are the two opportunities I'm waiting for gold. But keep in mind you have to look at the overall trend line. So looking at the weekly, I can see that gold actually broke this trend line. So it might be bullish. I think gold is a bit bullish for now, but sorry, I don't know this stuff. So gold is a bit bullish, but hey, it's gold. You can see this bearish pin bar would actually cause the market to sell, but entering from this position is not really advisable because as you can see, it's too far from our areas of value. I would have been more, I would have been interested in entering this trade from somewhere here because I can see that there's a strong break of structure. There's a break of a trend line. So if we drop, even if we drop down to 15 minutes, you can see that there was a trend line going up, and this gave you a lower low. So I would have, if I had spotted this when it happened, I would have taken a sell from. I would have taken a sell from somewhere. Oh, sorry. I would have taken. I would have taken a sell from somewhere here with a tight stop loss. I would have taken a sell from here to the lower level, which is somewhere here, then trail it down. So that's how we look for opportunities on different pairs. So guys, as you can see, the market almost got to we almost got to take profit. So you will not wait for the market to slam your take profit. You actually trail it down. So as you're entering profit, you can move your stop loss to the next key level and then continue. So bonus. Which one do I add? Let me add. I really don't trade this pair, but let me just see if there's an opportunity. So looking at it from, as you can see, I don't even have much analysis on it. Let me look at it from the monthly. I don't really think the pair looks good. But let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a bit bullish. It's a bit bullish, but sorry, let me just look for more confirmation. Let's see. We can move this up here. But this is a monthly, so these levels are quite significant. So we can also move our market down here, our position down here. There's a key. You see the weeks getting to this point and reversing. So that's a key level. So we can actually drop down to uh, a weekly time frame or even a daily time frame. Well, for this pair, I really don't see any entries or like there's really nothing. But imagine we were somewhere here, we would have entered the buy because you can see that there's a higher low here. There's actually a break of structure here. So this low is higher than this low. So would have just entered for a long somewhere here, move our stop loss. Sorry. I keep forgetting to. We would have just moved our stop loss here, just slightly below, and then it targeted the next high level. So basically, that's just how we seek for entries in our trading. So yeah, I think we've come to the end of this session. 21 minutes. Wow, that's quite long. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching me from YouTube, if you're watching me from TikTok, I think you should follow me for more content. Those are like the two media spaces I use for now. And then there's a link to our Telegram channel. Maybe we're trying to build our trading community where you can always seek for free mentorship for now. It's going to be free for now. We just seek to help beginner traders learn the ropes of trading, and the goal is to make to get our members to the funded, because there's a lot going on in the funded space right now. FTMO just released an update last week where there are no time limits in trading. So that gives you a great opportunity. Like now is actually the best time to be a trader. It's actually the best time to be a trader because you with $300 you could actually get, I think $300 should get you like a 50K account. So with the no time limit, you can actually trade it conservatively until you pass the challenge, and then you get your initial deposit back. And then when you get your initial deposit back, you'll be able to use your profits to do other things in your life. You can even invest in getting a personal funded account, personal. You can use the profit. Let's say, for instance, you have a $50,000 account and you're able to pass the verification challenges, pass the step one and the step two, getting 10% and 5% with FTMO. You'll be able to invest about, let's say, even if it's $1,000 to your personal account, and then start. The reason why you still need a personal account is anything can happen with the funded account. You need a personal account where you know that, okay, it's like a fallback account. The more you're succeeding in your prop firm, you can always reinvest it in your personal account. So thank you guys. I think we've come to the end of the overview today, and hopefully some get to see me next time drop a video. I've been really busy. I have a full-time job, a full-time 9 to 5. I'm an engineer, so I think trading is just a passion for me, and I believe people can succeed with it if you do it the right way. So when I find time again, I'll make another video and share with you guys. So thank you.